What's up, guys? It's Sam here, and I'm doing laundry, so I don't have any pillowcases on my pillows. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about I just set up my first Google ad, which is going to run on YouTube, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing, how much I'm spending, and all of that. So, before I do that, just press that red button that says subscribe and that little bell notification right next to it. And then once it gets those little parentheses around it that make it look better, that'll tell you every time I post a new video. So, with that being said, let's get into the video. So, I'm going to show you the screen right here. Well, actually, before I do that, I'm going to just tell you what I am doing. I'm just at some point I'm going to be running ads. I feel like as I dive deeper into creating a completely like mobile lifestyle and getting to $100 a day online. So part of that process is going to be the learning to do that. So last month I made $23.80 online, and obviously that was a probably a slightly higher than normal, but I don't know because I just started and it was the month of December, so I feel like people purchase more in the month of December, especially products for the holidays. And I figure why not just start testing with $1 a day and just do it perpetually and test different things to see what works for the conversion and the cost and the results, whether that is, say, subscribers or views or watch time or engagement. I'm not sure how it's all going to play out. I've never done this before from Google trying to run ads for increasing your channel. So I set it up as my first ad with it's targeted. So I'm going to go over all the pieces of the targeting, and then I'm going to tie it into the analytics on the YouTube. So if you try to do something like this, you can do that. Also, I set it up to a dollar a day, I put down, and I don't even know if like this is gonna work or not, but $1 a day, because the month of December I made 24 bucks almost, so that's about $1 a day I made. So why not just spend that on the ad and then see if I can grow it more quickly. Then you can also put in a maximum, a what is it called? A maximum cost per view, which is like the cap that you will pay per view. It came up with a default of 6 cents, and it let me put down 1 cent. So I'm gonna try it at 1 cent and see if that works. Like if I can put in $1 and get also the definition of a view. So I would say, you know what I mean. If each view costs 1 cent, that would be 99, or that would be 100 views for $1, right? However, they classify for their definition to make it me have to pay for it a view, and I don't know if I should have pulled it up here, but in essence it's like it only counts as a view if somebody watches 30 seconds or longer, or if your video is less than 30 seconds, watches the entire video. So if because in YouTube you can track this, you can track to see how long somebody watches. So if somebody only watches 20 seconds, so the possibility is essentially why I'm saying that is I can get 200 views on a video from $1 per view and a maximum spend of 1 cent per view, just from that definition, right? If I have 100 people watch 30 seconds or less than 30 seconds, and the other 100 watch more than 30 seconds, then I could pay $1 for 200 views, right? So hypothetically, you could have, 300 or 400 views for $1. But I'm going to test it out and see how that plays out. Also, even if, in terms of the effectiveness, I believe that if I just get in front of more people, that's still going to be beneficial, because if I have somebody watch, say, 14 seconds or 24 seconds of something and then clicks away, yes, I don't have to pay for it, but I do get, they just saw my face and heard my voice, and then they also, on YouTube's SEO, YouTube knows that they saw that, so because this is a little bit separate, but YouTube's SEO knows that they just saw some of my content and what it was related to, so then that they put me, they'll put other videos. If they search for the same type of content, they'll put my videos up in that SEO for that category of person. And speaking of category of person, I'm going to get into the actual targeting I did for this. So instead of just putting down a generic ad, right, with just the entire world and every single type of human in there that is targeted, what do I know about the people who watch my content? And the YouTube analytics tells me a lot of that information. So I'm going to show you so first of all, from a geographic standpoint, I pulled up the data over the last 28 days. Well, let's just pull it up for the last 90 days, and then I'll just show you what this is. So they have like a heat map here. So if you hover over any area, it'll tell you how much. So Canada, 4,800 minutes watched. Australia, 3,300. Looks like this color. It's hard to see in the video of the UK because it's English speaking, I bet. But this is a color map. So the UK is slightly darker than the colors around there. You might not be able to see that in the video. And the Canada is slightly darker than Iceland. If this is, or Greenland, whatever country. This is Greenland, I think. Somebody can correct me down below in the comments. But you get to see which ones are the darkest. So the US is the fucking darkest. So what I did for the targeting was I selected the United States for the targeting. So just the United States. I will, or I may in the future, I can also go down to the state specific level. So in the US, Canada, or California has a disproportionate amount of watch time relative to the rest of the country. And then I think Texas and Florida, and then a state up near New York. I think there was another one. So that's with the geographic targeting. And I also targeted just English. So if somebody has their shit set as another language, I just figured probably most people are watching it in English. I talk kind of fast, so probably going to be watching it in English. I could always test it out in the future and see. Then I got into the demographics for the targeting. And when I look at my demographics over the last 90 days, it's all guys. It's all fucking dudes who watch my shit, which is cool. And the vast majority of them are from the ages of 18 to, so like 99.7% of the audience over the last 90 days is guys. So this is how YouTube breaks it down. As you can see right here, December to January. Actually, this is a 28-day view, I think. So let's come up here and we can change this to the 90-day so that you'll be able to see the difference here. And the female would be on this side. So you click, I'm not clicking anything, but this is 44% versus 0.2% for female. And that's for this category of ages 25 to 34. That's the biggest category of people who watch me. And then if you come down here at the bottom, you see that there's only one category where any women watch, and that's the category, the second one down here, 25 to 34-year-old. So that could just be, I sent that one to my girlfriend and she watched a few minutes of the video or something. I don't know, because most women are just not watching this type of content or the fitness type of content that I put out or the making money online. The next category, which is kind of interesting, you can target keywords. So I don't know all the nuances associated with that yet, but I will continue this testing and update this every time I make changes. I targeted the if you go into traffic sources in the analytics on YouTube, you get to, and then external or YouTube search traffic, I get to see which words I'm ranking for. 3 of the top 5 words are associated with ostarine or MK2866. So I took that as that's what I'm using as a keywords and things that are associated with that. Because I already know this video is performing well, ranking for those words. So I'm running it against those words. Now, a little thing that I didn't know and I just found out is the word ostarine. I think for some reason it appears that I am not able to run an ad against that because it's banned or because it's vilified for like that stuff at Clemson or as like a PED, performance enhancing drug, or something along those lines. So it wouldn't let me run an ad that had ostarine in it as like the headline, but it will let me run it with like SARM MK2866, but not with ostarine MK2866. So I'm curious to see how that plays out. And this is the January 20th of 2019. So we'll see how this plays out over the next week. I'll probably do weekly updates on this or more frequently if I'm changing it more frequently, and just see what the results are, both in terms of the campaign and then relating that to the YouTube channel. If you guys have any questions at all, I'm just flexing my chest right here. If you guys have any questions at all, make sure you leave them down below or shoot me a DM on Instagram. There will be a link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to press that like button, which is just a thumbs up until it's blue. And that helps out with YouTube SEO as well. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll tell you exactly what I'm fucking doing and how to do it in here. This is my first time as I'm going through this, so I'm going to be learning what I'm doing and then just putting it on here. I don't think when I look up how to do these things, there's not people that are like doing this. So it would be nice to somebody there's tutorials and stuff, but these people have done it fucking 100 times, it looks like, you know what I mean? And they'll just skip some of these fucking details. One of the things that I did notice, so once I started setting up the ad and I went through with the process, I have to go in and link the YouTube channel to the Google Ads account. That's what I did notice. But yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, make sure you leave them down below, or come over to Instagram and say what's up, just like that in the Instagram DM. Shoot me a picture, just be like, what's up. I hope you guys have an awesome night and enjoy your weekend. Peace.